Have you ever heard of a man who saw mathematics not as numbers, but as visions from the divine? A man who, without formal education, solved problems that the world's greatest minds couldn't even begin to understand. This is not fiction. This is the real story of Srinivasa Ramanujan, the Indian genius who changed the way humanity understands mathematics, forever. And yet, his journey was filled with struggle, faith, rejection, brilliance, and tragedy. Let's step into the life of the man who knew infinity. Srinivasa Ramanujan was born on December 22, 1887, in Erode, Tamil Nadu, India. He grew up in a poor Brahmin family. His father worked as a clerk in a sari shop, and his mother was deeply spiritual. She would often pray to their family goddess, Namajiri Amman. From a young age, Ramanujan was different from other children. While others played outside, he filled his notebooks with numbers, equations, and patterns. By the age of 10, he had already mastered trigonometry, and by 13, he was solving complex problems that even his teachers couldn't understand. At 16, he found a book, a synopsis of elementary results in pure and applied mathematics, by G.S. Carr. That one book became his teacher, his friend, and his universe. He memorized over 5,000 theorems and began creating his own formulas, with no formal training, no laboratories, and no mentors, just pure intuition. He once said, "An equation for me has no meaning unless it expresses a thought of God." But genius doesn't always find acceptance. In college, Ramanujan failed repeatedly, not because he wasn't smart, but because he ignored every subject except mathematics. He lost his scholarship, dropped out, and faced poverty. He wandered from office to office in Madras, now Chennai, showing his notebooks to anyone who'd listen. Most people thought he was crazy. Until one man noticed, Ramaswamy Iyer, a local mathematician, who introduced him to Professor Hardy at Cambridge University in England. Ramanujan wrote Hardy a letter, 17 pages filled with formulas so strange, so advanced, that Hardy at first thought it was a prank. But when Hardy looked deeper, he said, "These formulas could only have been written by a mathematician of the highest class." That single letter would change both their lives. In 1914, Ramanujan set sail for England, leaving behind his wife, family, and everything he knew. For a poor Indian boy in colonial times, it was an unimaginable journey. In Cambridge, Hardy became his mentor, but even Hardy admitted, Ramanujan's mind was a garden of rare mathematical flowers. My job was simply to help him grow them. Together, they explored the mysteries of number theory, infinite series, and partitions of numbers. Ramanujan produced over 3,900 mathematical identities, many of which still puzzle scientists today. He discovered the Ramanujan prime, the Ramanujan theta function, and his famous Mach theta functions, which would later inspire the foundation of modern string theory in physics. He could look at infinite numbers and see patterns that no one else could. Hardy once asked him how he got these ideas. Ramanujan simply replied, "The goddess Namajiri comes to me in my dreams and shows me the formulas." For him, math was divine art, not human logic. But England was cold, both in weather and in heart. Ramanujan, a vegetarian, often starved due to lack of proper food. He missed home, and his health began to break down. He suffered from tuberculosis, and during World War I, food shortages made things even worse. Despite this, he kept working. Even from his sickbed, he filled pages with equations that no one had ever seen before. In 1918, Cambridge finally recognized him. He was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society, one of the greatest honors in science. He was only 31 years old, and the first Indian to receive it. But destiny had other plans. In 1919, too weak to continue, Ramanujan returned to India. He was greeted with love, but his body couldn't keep up with his brilliant mind. He kept writing formulas until his last breath. On April 26, 1920, at just 32 years old, Srinivasa Ramanujan passed away. When his wife opened his final notebook, she found mystical equations, some of which modern mathematicians only began to understand nearly 80 years later. They called it the Lost Notebook. One researcher said, "It was like he had left behind messages from another universe." Today, Ramanujan's work is used in quantum physics, black hole theory, cryptography, and even computer algorithms. The film, The Man Who Knew Infinity, brought his story to millions, but no movie can truly capture what he was, a pure genius guided by faith. His story reminds us, you don't need perfect conditions to do something extraordinary. You just need passion, faith, and obsession for what you love. India gave the world not just a mathematician, but a symbol of infinite human potential. Srinivasa Ramanujan didn't just calculate numbers. He calculated the infinite possibilities of the human mind. And that's why, his story will never end. An equation for me has no meaning unless it expresses a thought of God. And with that, we close the extraordinary journey of a man who defied the limits of logic, time, and possibility. A man who, with nothing but his faith, intuition, and an unshakable devotion to numbers, transformed the world of mathematics forever. Srinivasa Ramanujan showed us that brilliance does not need perfect conditions. It only needs courage, persistence, and the belief that your gift has meaning. From a small town in India to the halls of Cambridge. From poverty and struggle to eternal legacy. Ramanujan proved that true genius can come from anywhere. His equations still whisper secrets of the universe. His discoveries still guide modern science. And his story continues to inspire millions. Thank you for watching this documentary. If this journey moved you, taught you something new, or reminded you of the infinite potential within every human mind, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video, so more people can discover the legend of Srinivasa Ramanujan. This is just the beginning. More untold stories. More forgotten geniuses. More minds that changed the world. Until then, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep exploring the infinity within you.